So let's talk about self-discovery. This is the first stage in every man's life, discovering yourself, knowing who you truly are. But unfortunately, a lot of people go through life without even knowing who they are. So they live their entire life based on other people's definition of them, based on what people tell them they are. And you see, there is nobody that can define you correctly because nobody could possibly know you as much as you will know yourself. What people can do is they can assume, they can guess. And it's so unfortunate that many people even lost themselves long ago. You see, we all have inbuilt ability. We are just like a brand, right? When we're all given birth to, we have something inside of us. We have so many things, not just something inside of us. But because we were young, so naturally we'll be shaped by our environment and the belief of the people within that environment, starting from our parents, the school we go, the friends we meet, our teachers, and it keeps going on, and also our religion, it keeps going on like that. So you see, this practice helps so many people forget whom they truly are. So now they just live based on what has been passed to them by their immediate environment. That, okay, this is the culture here, this is the tradition here, this is how things are being done. So it's mandatory for you to do the same thing. And that is exactly how a lot of people have actually lived their life. They never had that opportunity to discover themselves, to know their real worth, their real value, so they can position themselves where they can perform very, very well. You see, if you find yourself in any position, or probably you're doing something, you're doing it because people tell you to do it, right? You're trying to follow the pattern, the system, the custom, the tradition, and all of that. And that is why you're doing that thing. You will excel, but there will be lapses. And even for many people, they struggle on that part because it's not who they are meant to be, right? It's not whom they are meant to be. It's just like some of these products that we use now. Probably you're trying to use a replacement for a particular product. If you bring a product, right, that does the same service, but it's not for that particular brand, right, it might not work because they are different. So people position themselves wrongly, and that is why you see people in some situations, probably in some career paths, and they are not really doing well. And people around them are doing well. So they might now feel that probably it's just that they are not doing well. But the problem is that they are doing what they shouldn't be doing. That's just it. You see, if you're struggling in anything, right, that means you shouldn't be doing that thing. That's just what it means. If you're doing something that probably is part of you, right, something you're destined to do, whenever you're doing anything like this, you'll find it very, very easy. You'll find it very interesting. And that is why you see some other people that in anything they engage or they engage themselves, they excel. The difference is because you see those people, you see, at times, luck does exist. In some situations, some people were born and the paths that they were placed on to probably the direction that they were positioned right aligns with whom they are. So everything will just work smoothly. Some it doesn't along the line, they try to figure it out and make changes. And in some other cases, it doesn't align with whom they are, but they don't know. They just keep going on that path. You see the difference now. So that is why I said luck also plays a very, very important role in this regard. But the most important thing is for you to check, right? Check what you're doing. Are you struggling in this thing? See, struggling in something is different from probably you're making a lot of money or you're not making a lot of money. That one is a different topic for another video. But struggling means that you're forcing yourself. You're not comfortable. You might be making the money, but you're not really finding fulfillment. There is no joy. There is no real joy. You're giving too much, right? You're giving too much of yourself for what you're getting. That means you're struggling on that part. So those are the things we need to start checking that, okay, this thing is this something you really wanted? Is it something, if you had the opportunity to make a choice, Is that where you will really love to position yourself? That is the question, right? So yeah, so that is just how it is about self-discovery. That's the challenge many people are having, positioning because of some forces that are beyond their control, that they just have to do it in this way, but now they are doing it, is not working well. If you find yourself in that situation, good. I'm glad you find this video, because I will proceed to talk about solutions on how you can like discover yourself. You see, like I was saying earlier, that we all have inbuilt abilities. So what you need to start doing now is to start checking inside of yourself, that what are the things you really love to do. And to help you get this done very well, you need to flash back to probably when you were still young, when you were growing up. What are the things that gives you joy? What are those things that you really love? You see, you can, the easiest way to identify this is when you flash back, because for the fact that you've gone through life to a certain stage and you find yourself in a situation where you don't like, if you're trying to figure out who you are based on where you are, it will be very difficult for you to figure it out, because a person like that has done so many things, is far from his real identity. So the best thing you can just do is to trace it back to when you were young, when you were fresh, when the programming in you was still very, very active. You see, the best time to know who someone is when that person is still young. That those inbuilt ability will reflect in that person's attitude. You see, so as a parent, guardian, it's our responsibility to pay attention to our kids when they are growing. That is the best time we can position them, not just to impose something on them that you must do this, you must do that. No, they always give sign of the things they are capable of doing, right? They always give those signs when they are growing up. So it's just to pay attention, then groom them in that direction. And for someone who is trying to figure out his purpose, discover himself, then you need to start reflecting when you were young, probably age 5, if you can still remember, age 7, age 10, probably till age 15. How was it like you? What are the things you wish you were doing? Or probably the ones you did and you really enjoy. You need to go back to those things. Yes, you really need to go back to those things. And thank God now, you see, it's easy to monetize anything. Anything can become a business. Okay, take me for as an example, right? One of the things I love to do when I was growing up is I'm a Capricorn anyway. Yeah, your zodiac sign too will be of up. Yeah, it will be of great up to you. I am a Capricorn. So one of the things I could possibly do, or probably do and do very well, is I could be a teacher. Yeah, I could be a teacher. I love to learn. I love to make research. I love to study, and I like to teach people what I know. I'm not a kind of person that keep information to myself. I'm not of the opinion that okay, when you tell somebody something, then they take it and it goes. You see, when I tell you something, I actually want you to take a step in that direction. I'm not just telling you for fun. I actually want you to take step in that direction. So if you excel in it, good for you, good for me, because I will also start thinking of things that I can do. So it's helped me broaden my own knowledge. But when I keep an information to myself, it limits my own growth ability. But when I tell you you're doing it, yes, then I've actually exposed that. So I need to engage myself in something else. So I keep thinking that, okay, what else can I do? What else can I do? And you see, this thing is like a challenge to me. So that's why I don't hide information. That is my own kind of person. You see, this might not work for somebody else, right? It might not work for somebody else. You know, for me, I make a lot of research. So I always get information about things, how to do things, and all of that. So I don't mind giving out information because I have so many other things I really want to work on. So if you take that and you're working on it, and I'm saying that, oh, this, okay, fine, I just want something else, it's a challenge to me. And I think I like that way. So that is my own kind of person. So as a Capricorn, of course, I could possibly be a very, very good teacher. I could be an engineer. I love engineering, and I still love engineering up till present, right? I love engineering so much. And I could be a lawyer as well. Yeah, I could be a very, very good lawyer because I can study information and present that information in a way, at least in my own way, to make my audience understand my point. And that is what the law majorly is all about, like to get information from someone, then talk about that in a way that will favor that person. So yeah, I could possibly be a lawyer. And if you go read about a Capricorn, right, these are the things they will tell you that a Capricorn could possibly do and succeed at. So start from there. Know your zodiac sign. Go check Google. So once you know, ask Google that, okay, what are the career paths for this particular sign? So Google will give you option. You see, and chances are you will see that the search engine is actually correct, because you will see that these are the things that you actually like to do and you could possibly do. So figure out these things and start building a career around it. That's just it, okay? Discover yourself. Self-discovery is knowing who you are, knowing your ability, knowing the things you are destined for, knowing the things you are destined for, and position yourself on that path. That is how to live a fulfilled life. That is how to live an interesting life. When you're doing things that are not stressful to you. You see, some people believe that life has to be struggle, it has to be war, it's not fair, it's this, using so many negative words just because they were wrongly positioned. I tell you, a lot of people are truly enjoying life. And when I say enjoying life, does not really mean showing off materialistic items. Enjoying life is about being fulfilled, right? It's about being fulfilled. I've been in a situation in my life that I was really doing well for myself. A lot of people even envy me. I had a good career path and I was making decent income, but I wasn't fulfilled. You see, I was making decent income, but I wasn't fulfilled. So I wasn't finding joy in my accomplishment. Yeah, I could get whatever I want, but I know that I still need something. Something is missing. And the reason is because you see, that career was taking everything from me. The only thing I was left with is money. That's the only thing I was left with. My mental health was not that stable. You see, when they talk about mental health, not people who are on the streets are mentally not balanced. I tell you, a lot of people are not mentally balanced. That's why you see people argue unnecessarily over small issues. That's why you see people behave in a certain way and you feel like, oh, this person could have just done this thing in a better way. You see, it is because they are not stable mentally. Many people, a lot of people that walk on the streets are not stable mentally. So I think I was privileged to identify all these things. And I was like, no, I can't continue to live my life like this. I don't want to be aggressive. I don't want to just talk to people anyhow, because you see, what usually happens is that when you talk to someone and the person treats you in a way you don't like, you actually are not the fault. Okay, you are not the fault. That person is the real problem. The person is having an internal issue, right, that he is yet to resolve. So you were just a victim that enabled him express himself. That anger is already inside of him. So it's not about what you did or what you said. We've seen situations whereby you greeted someone, you just try to be polite and you greeted someone, oh, good morning, sir, and he passes aggression on you. You didn't do anything bad by greeting him. That anger was already inside of him. So that means it was not really stable mentally. But because people usually believe that only those who wear torn clothes on the streets are probably not stable mentally, a lot of people are not stable mentally. So I figured this out, that I can't just continue like this. I wasn't stable mentally. The only thing I had was money. That was why I find meaning in a particular quote that I saw somewhere, that okay, uh, that somebody is so broke and the only thing that person had is money, right? It's made a whole lot of sense to me that the person is so broke that the only thing he has is money. Why? Because I was in that position. The only thing I had then was money. My communication was bad. The way I deal with people, I don't even like it. And So many things was not just okay, but I had money, you see, but I had money. So I realized I don't want to live my life like this. So I now started taking a shift that, okay, this career is not bad, but it's not just my kind of thing. I like it, I enjoy it, honestly, but it was taking too much from me. I don't have time to develop myself. I don't have time for things that are important to me, people, and all of that. I couldn't just do anything for myself. The only thing I was doing is I was working. I was just working. I was just working. And I'm like, I can't continue like this. So I pulled back and started looking at things I could possibly do. And I felt like, and you see, at that time, I started, the first thing I did was I started making research. That was the first thing I did. I started making research. I started learning, started uh, watching documentary of people whom I feel they are successful, that are living a kind of life that I know that yes, this person is successful. You see, I don't want to engage in any activity that will take too much of my time or that will take all of my time. That was just one thing I wouldn't want to do for myself. And that was what I was doing initially. So that was a wake up call for me that no, I don't think I want to do this thing. And you see, my own turn was that fine, even though I was making less than I was in the previous career, it's okay. In as much as I have my time to myself, that became so important to me. I can possibly groom myself, improve on myself, reflect on myself, check myself, what it is I'm doing that I don't feel comfortable. What are the things I want to change, right? Reflect on myself. I needed that time. And I see that to be more important to me because I know that if I can improve on myself, I can perform very well in any career path that I choose for myself. Because I've always understand that you don't need to walk around the clock before you can make a lot of money. It's about strategy, planning, positioning, and having something that people genuinely need. Yes, having something that people truly need. Definitely, you're not begging anybody. They need it, they need you. So they will be willing, they will be the one looking for you. They will be willing to pay you for what you have. I've always known that for a very long time. So I needed to position myself on that path. So that was when I pulled back and I started making research, and the research really helped me. So I actually figured out that the best thing I can do is to pick one of the things that I love and build a career around it. Because to be honest with you, what I'm doing is like it's a highly professional service. Yeah, it's a highly professional career, but it is not stressful to me. To be honest, it is not stressful to me. Teaching people, consulting, training people, helping people become better in business, in relationship, in marriages, even personal life as well. It's natural for me, right? With little preparation, I will deliver very good results. To be honest with you, I don't have a script for this video I'm doing. I don't have a rehearsal. I just pick a topic and I talk about it. That is how easy it is for me in this career path. That is my strength. I understand that many people might not be able to like do it that way, but they have other abilities that if I need help in that area, I would definitely want to go to them because that is their own ability. So understand your strengths and start moving towards the direction of position yourself in places that aligns with your strengths. That's the most important thing in life. Understand your strengths. What are the things you can do? Then you might now need help on how you can build a business around it, how you can monetize it. Whatever it is you have, people need it. Whatever it is you know how to do, there are people who can't do it or they will find it stressful doing. Just like I myself have been using as an example that, okay, this that I'm doing, it's easy for me. For somebody else, communication might be a little bit tough. They know what they are doing, they know what they want to do, they know the step and everything, but just that bringing out the words and articulating the words might not just be their thing, you see. And that is where I come in. I can teach a person like that on how to communicate effectively. I can teach a person like that on how to improve on his business performance. You see, I am in a career, so I'm giving out a service and I'm getting paid for it. You see, that person that I am teaching how to communicate, I will definitely need some things that I might not be able to do by myself, that I will need to go to that person that, please help me with this. Because the person has been able to build a business around it, the person will tell me his rates, working terms and condition. If it is okay by me, we are in business already. So you see, so whatever it is your ability is, you can build a business around it. Okay, and that is what self-discovery is all about. It's about you helping you live a life that when you finally get to the end of your life and you reflect on your entire life, you will be happy with yourself that there's nothing left undone. All right, thank you so much for joining me on this video. My name is Rilwan Ajibola. I'm a business consultant and a life coach as well. So yeah, you can book me for a one-on-one consulting, group training, corporate training, and I also have some online courses, business online courses, virtual classes. So yeah, I will also leave the link to that within the description box below. And feel free to share your opinion, comments, thoughts, contribution about this video, or probably there's a topic you would like me to talk about. You can also leave that within the comments box. Yeah, like and share this video as well. Thank you, and I look forward to having you in my other videos.